The 1985 D. Roosevelt dime from the United States of America is an important modern American coin that represents the continued success of the Roosevelt dime series, one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. This 10-cent coin was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located near the date on the obverse side. Although millions of these dimes were produced for everyday circulation, the 1985 D dime remains interesting to collectors because of its historical background, its connection to President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and the collectible varieties and high-grade examples that can still be found today. Coins like the 1985 D dime may appear ordinary in pocket change, but they tell the story of American history, economic development, and the evolution of modern coinage in the United States. The obverse side of the 1985 D. Roosevelt dime features the famous left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt led the nation during two of the most difficult periods in American history, the Great Depression and World War II. He served from 1933 until his death in 1945 and became one of the most respected presidents in American history. Roosevelt also supported efforts to fight polio through the March of Dimes organization, which later inspired the decision to place his portrait on the dime after his death. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime series. The portrait on the coin was designed by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the United States Mint. His initials, J.S., appear near Roosevelt's neck. Along the left side of the coin appears the word Liberty, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is displayed below the portrait. The year, 1985, appears on the right side along with the D mint mark showing that the coin was produced in Denver, Colorado. The reverse side of the 1985 D dime carries a symbolic design that has become iconic in American coinage. At the center stands a torch representing liberty and enlightenment. To the left of the torch is an olive branch symbolizing peace, while an oak branch on the right symbolizes strength and independence. Around the outer edge are the inscriptions United States of America and one dime. Across the middle is the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The reverse design reflects the values and ideals of the United States and demonstrates the artistic simplicity that has made the Roosevelt dime popular for generations. The design remained largely unchanged for decades because Americans recognized and appreciated its patriotic symbolism. The 1985 D. Roosevelt dime was struck using a copper-nickel clad composition, which became standard for American dimes after silver was removed from circulating coinage in 1965. Prior to 1965, U.S. dimes were made from 90% silver, but increasing silver prices forced the government to switch to cheaper metals. The 1985 D dime consists of outer layers made from 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper center. This gives the coin a silver-colored appearance while reducing production costs. The coin weighs approximately 2.27 grams and measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter. Like other dimes, it features a reeded edge with small grooves around the sides. Although the coin contains no precious metal, its historical significance and connection to the Roosevelt series make it highly collectible among numismatists. The year 1985 was an important period in American history. The United States was experiencing economic growth during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, and technology was rapidly changing daily life. Personal computers were becoming more common, popular culture was evolving, and the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union continued. Coins such as the 1985 D dime circulated widely during this era and became part of everyday American commerce. Dimes were commonly used in vending machines, parking meters, arcade games, public telephones, and transportation systems. Because these coins were used heavily in circulation, many examples became worn over time, making high-quality uncirculated examples more difficult to find today. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1985 D. Roosevelt dimes to meet the needs of commerce across the country. Because of the large mintage, circulated examples are still common and are generally worth only face value. However, collectors seek uncirculated examples with bright mint luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp details. Professional coin grading services such as PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on preservation, strike quality, and overall appearance. Coins graded MS-65 or higher can command higher prices among collectors. One important feature that specialists look for is the full bands designation on the reverse torch. Full bands refers to sharply separated horizontal bands across the torch, indicating a very strong strike from the mint. Coins with full bands details are scarcer and more valuable because most circulation strikes lack perfectly sharp details. Some top-grade full bands examples have sold for impressive prices at auctions. Collectors also search for rare mint errors and varieties associated with the 1985 D dime. Error coins are popular because they are unusual and often difficult to find. Some examples include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, and coins with missing clad layers. These minting errors can significantly increase the value of a coin depending on rarity and condition. Many collectors enjoy searching through rolls of coins from banks or inherited collections, hoping to discover one of these rare errors. Even a common coin like the 1985 D dime can become highly valuable if it features a dramatic mint mistake. The Roosevelt dime series remains one of the most collected coin series in the United States because it is affordable, historically important, and easy to find. Many beginner collectors start their numismatic journey with Roosevelt dimes because they can still be found in circulation. The 1985 D issue is part of the clad-era dimes that reflect the modernization of American coinage after silver was removed from circulation. Collectors often build complete Roosevelt dime albums, including coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mint facilities. Some advanced collectors focus on finding the highest-graded specimens or rare full bands examples, adding excitement and challenge to the series.